Quick message, guys. One of the biggest luxuries you can have is a family that love you for real. It is no beautiful feeling than being with your family and your family appreciate you for who you are, the differences that you bring, your mindset, the quality of love that you have for everybody. It is so beautiful to witness. I was out running, and it was a lot of people out. And I seen so many beautiful families, and you know, I witnessed so much love from family, and then even speaking with someone that was telling me that she was finna get ready to go to Nashville, and she got her dukes and boots, and she gonna be on the dance floor all weekend. And she was telling me that how close her and her family is, and how her friends root her on, and how they love each other. Just it was just beautiful to hear and to see and witness all the love that was around me. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So many families in this world that I know, especially in the black community, where everybody in competition. Don't nobody want to see other people happy. People rather get in the corner and look like they upset or mad to pretend like they ain't indulged in whatever's going on, to make it seem like, you know, they really exhausted and tired and so forth. And it's just a whole bunch of bullshit that goes on in these families that leads you to believe that these people are not right. These are not my people. That's how it makes you feel like. These are not the people that I want to go on with, because anytime you do something special or extravagant, people want to tell you do too much. And that's one reason why when something goes on in my family and we have family gatherings and things like that, even though I don't let people like bully me into not being myself, however, it's a lot of times that I don't put that shit on or overdo nothing, because it's too many it's too much jealousy in this world in families that it shouldn't be. You should be able to go to a gathering and enjoy yourself the whole night without motherfuckers in the corner whispering and praying on your downfall, without people making you feel like you doing too much, or you need to simmer down, or without people making it seem like you want their partner or something. Because this goes on so often in the black community, where, like, say for instance, if you have a brother-in-law or a sister-in-law, and if the sister-in-law so happen to hug the brother-in-law, it's a big issue. Or if the brother-in-law so happen to hug the sister-in-law when they come into a situation, it's a big issue. And it's like, damn, we family, ain't it? I don't want your person, and I hope your person don't want me. And if I had a feeling that your person did want me, I wouldn't be hugging them. That's just me. But that was just an example of how people in families be like, why you hugging her? What y'all got going on? Shit like that. You can never go nowhere and have a good time. It's always something. Somebody always mad about something. Somebody always arguing about something. Somebody always making a big issue about something. It never can be just love, support, and care. No matter if they pretend like, oh, it was so good, we had an amazing time, it still was some bullshit, or some undercover bullshit. It didn't happen every single time. It never fails. Undercover bullshit is the worst bullshit of them all. For real. So one of the biggest flex in life is a family that love you for real. A family that you can go around and be yourself. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to worry about somebody talking about the next person. You don't have to worry about somebody putting somebody's child down. Pray for them instead. But you don't get that. My daughter had a bottle of liquor the other day, and one of my family members was like, "Okay then, sis, okay," and I said, "No, there ain't no okay then, sis. Pray for the kid. Pray that liquor bottle right out of her hand. She's 19. She shouldn't be drinking. Don't edge her on. Help her out. Support her. Tell her that's not good for her." And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't know how to do that. It just makes me so angry that you have family in this world and your family ain't your backbone. When I ain't around, make sure you discipline my kid. Because when you ain't around, I'm going to make sure I discipline your child. And discipline don't mean hitting on your child or beating on your child or pulling your child down. It's calling them in the corner, hey, this how we do this. Just like one time my nephew was at my house and we bought ice cream off the ice cream truck. Everybody know them ice creams $5 a piece. So it's not the issue. And then when he got his ice cream, he ate his ice cream. And then when we went to sleep, he went in the kitchen and he got another ice cream and he ate it, which was mine. And I get the long fudge and banana one. And sometimes I don't eat mine for days because I just want it. And when I want it, I want to be able to go in there and get it. So I went in there. So the next day, the ice cream truck came again. My little nephew, I had them sitting on the porch. I had went and got something out the house. My little nephew running, TT, the ice cream truck, the ice cream truck. So we got another ice cream. I bought them ice cream, and I still had the ice cream. So I just bought my husband the ice cream, my daughter, and my 2 nephews. I was like, I ain't gonna eat no, I ain't gonna buy one. I still got one. I can wait. So when I went to put my husband ice cream and my daughter ice cream up, because I opened my nephew's ice cream while they sat on the porch, and I went in there and put it up. And I'm looking like, my daughter don't eat the ice cream or my husband. And they, of course, they won't eat my ice cream. Everybody got their own. And I yelled and said, did you eat my ice cream? She said, why would I eat your ice cream? I don't even eat that. And I'm like, I knew she didn't. And then I asked my nephew. He said, no. I said, I'm going to ask you again because ain't nobody else been in here to get the ice cream. I said, did you eat TT ice cream? He was like, and I was like, he said, yes, ma'am. And I said, why did you eat TT ice cream? And why did you tell me you didn't? Then I had to sit him down for a good 10, 15 minutes to get him to understand who I am to him. I said, I'm your aunt, right? I said, I'm TT Kosher. I said, anything you ask me for, I tell you to go in there and get it. No hesitation. I said, anything you ask me for, you get it. Anything. I said, you do not have to steal from your aunt. You do not. I said, first you start lying. First you start stealing. Then you start lying about you stealing. And then it turned into something different. We don't want that. You don't have to you don't have to steal things, or you don't have to be a liar. You don't have to do that. You have to be better than it. And that's the village that I want behind my child. I don't want somebody to lead my child in a dark path because they feel like they can and feel like it's a slap in my face. Because I'm going to make sure I uplift every young child around me. And I start with my child. And a lot of times it's so biased with your child, you can't get them to see what you mean. A lot of times people be like, you could tell everybody else something, but what about yours? Baby, that's who I start with every day. That's who I instilled in every day. She might do the things that she do, but guess what? The foundation that I built for her, she'll always return to it because that's what I did. I put my all into my child. So when people try to downplay me and say I'm making videos with my child wilding out, my child is my first lesson. Or my child is my first job. I teach her everything that I teach myself. Now, what she do with it, I can't tell her what to do with it. Just like I can't tell nobody else what to do with what I tell them. But what I am saying here is you got to show up for the people that loves you and you love. It take a village. Be a village. Don't indulge in bullshit and tell a child it's okay at 19 to have a bottle of liquor drink. I'm not saying you gave it to her, but I'm saying that redirect her. It's okay. I didn't give my nephew that ice cream, but I redirected him and said, hey, you don't have to steal from me. Ask me for whatever you need. And that's just the message. It's kosher. Follow me for more.